open this. Why should have bought my mic? I gotta get that. I forgot how to open this thing. Whoa, Alright, pause. Gotta grab my mic. Hold that thought. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully the seatbelt don't interfere with the mic. Get my phone, put on my jips. All kind of stuff in this bag. I got damn thermometer, damn dental kit, all kind of shit. Stuff I need to return to Sephora that's about to run out. And I'm about to make myself late because you know how it be when you be sitting around waiting on an appointment and then you end up being late. Backup camera got rain on the mug. Golly. Okay, got my tracking on. Side note, I love signals, car signals. Love to hear them. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to get my nails done. It's for 7:30 appointment. I was supposed to go yesterday, but she had to reschedule. She's slick, always be rescheduling me, but I think it's because she know I'm flexible, which I usually am, so I don't mind. And sometimes be working out of my favor because I be needing to reschedule, but don't be wanting to reschedule last minute. So we be like mutually me needing to reschedule. And if I need to reschedule, like for real, I ask her, and she's usually cool about it. But sometimes I be like, dang, I wish I could reschedule, and then she rescheduled me, and I'm like, yes, I needed that. How you know? But yeah, so let's see. I'm supposed to get there at 7:21. My appointment is at 7:30. Great, cool. Hopefully she texts me like 10 minutes early so that I can come on in. That would be great, but honestly, I'm not in a rush. Dang, I did forget to bring me something to drink though. Ooh. I was debating if I wanted a coffee or a poppy. I should have brought a poppy because I need that. I need to burp a little bit. A little indigestion going on. That would be helpful. Anyway, so enough of that. This is going to be my first midweek moments video. So excited. So I went back and forth kind of like what I wanted to call this, but I knew that I wanted to do like vlog style videos kind of longer on Sundays, and then I wanted to, you know, have another day of the week while I did a video as well, but just like a shorter video that could be just about anything. And so I was gonna call it like midweek joy or midweek moments of joy, something like that, because like this whole relaunch is about like finding joy in like your everyday life. But I also didn't want to put myself in this box where I felt like every Wednesday video I made had to be like positive and about like joy and like, oh my god, and here's about me joy this week. And like while that's great, I just know that like I won't always feel that way. And so like I also don't want to, you know, build this like fake persona online of me always being in a happy and joyous mood, because that's just not true. And so yeah, so I wanted to leave room for myself to feel whatever I'm feeling when I make those videos. So midweek moments is what it is, and yeah, I'm excited about it. So one week it may be me showing you guys me decorating like a corner in the house or something in the kitchen. It could be like a quick clean with me. It could be like a quick get ready with me. It could be let's go through my closet and pull out my fall stuff and go through, or whatever, you know, let's declutter my closet. It could be redecorating something. It could be doing a craft or like making something. It could be sharing a story of something that happened to me, good or bad. Yeah, so it's whatever. Like it's literally whatever I feel like talking about and putting out for that week. And so I mean, I do want to keep the theme centered around creating joy in your everyday life, because that is like my goal right now. Like that's what I'm really working on with myself, is just like so for example, I'm getting into a habit of like almost like living for the weekend, like really looking forward to the weekend and like, oh, now I can relax and now I can blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, you know, what are we gonna do this weekend? It's like that's cool and all, but like that just feels so limiting, and like life is already short. Like I don't want to limit myself to only feeling good and looking forward to 2.5 days of my week. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that for myself, for my kids. Like I want to be able to enjoy all of my days. Even if I don't enjoy every moment of every day, I still want to find some joy in every day. And that's really what this whole like relaunch of the channel is about, is me really holding myself accountable to and sharing the ways that I am creating joy in my everyday life, because it's really important to me, and I just really want to focus on doing that, because I don't want to get fully into that habit of living for and looking forward to just the weekend. That's no way to live. At least that's no way I want to live. No shades anyone who lives that way and is fine with it. That's just not what I want for myself. So yeah, I'm really working on that, and yeah, this is my way of holding myself accountable. And I can put my battery down here. That's good to know. I didn't know the bottom was open. Anyway, but yeah, that's my way of this is my way of just like holding myself accountable to doing the things that I say I want to do and building the life that I say I want to have. So, you know, if you are interested in watching or coming along doing these things with me, let's do it, because like there's just so much going on that like it's so easy to you know, just get like discouraged and to feel like, oh my god, we have no future, so all this shit don't matter anyway. And like, while on the one hand I'm kind of like, yeah yeah, that's how it is, but I also like have children that I chose to bring into this world, and so I feel and I mean, I'm a person too, and I need the same things they need, but I also feel that like it is my responsibility to create a life and a future for them. And so I can't like give up the fight. I can't like just lay down and take it. I can't be like, oh, this is what it is, I guess we'll see how much longer we have. No, like I have to actively work to create the life that I want and that I want for my kids. You know, however that looks and whatever that requires of me, I feel a deep responsibility as their mom to do that. Like, they didn't ask to be here. I planned to have both of them, and so here they are, and now it's time for me to do my part. So yeah, so I just can't get lost in the negativity of everything that's going on, and I can't ever like lose hope. I remember reading this study one time. It was saying like the difference between like kids who grow up and like are well adjusted and like tend to like do better in life, and then kids who don't, a lot of times comes down to hope and like believing that like a better world or a better life is possible, or that like a better day is ahead. And like, you know, when you think about people who grow up struggling in life, of course it's hard to have hope and to think that something better is out there when like all you used to is like struggling, you know. And so I just really try to work hard to not fall into this mindset that everything is bad and that my life is so hard and that it's getting harder, and there's these people out here in the government trying to make my life harder. And while I agree that is true, I know that like that doesn't have to be the end all be all. And like I also don't have to walk around experiencing all of those negative emotions all day every day. And so yeah, I'm working really hard to not get caught up in ooh, there's a big ass tree that fell. Oh my god, I'm glad it fell that way and not in the people's house. Oh, the house is for sale. That's crazy. I can't see around this bus. Now I just gotta see here. But yeah, so I just really try not to get too bogged down with all the negativity of the world. That doesn't mean I'm ignoring by any means what's going on. I'm definitely trying to get more like politically involved. I actually initially thought I was going to be in politics like for work. Like I studied political science in undergrad. I have a master's in educational psychology, because I really was just like, I'm about to do this like this politics thing. It's like I'm trying to do this political education situation. Like that's what I'm trying to do. But as I got older, I don't know, I was real like optimistic at first. Like even as a young adult, like in my 20s, I was real everything's gonna work out, even when stuff like wasn't working out. And I was very like, unfortunately, I was very study what you like, study what you're interested in. I wasn't thinking about like, oh, study what's gonna make you money, study what's gonna get you a steady career. No, girl, I was doing what I was interested in. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, and in a society that values like education and arts and shit like that, then like, yeah, sure, but that's not what we don't live. And that's not the US. And so yeah. Yeah. So, but I am looking to get more like politically involved, and I've been thinking of joining like DSA, Democratic Socialists of America. I think that's what it's called. Don't start me to lying. I think that's what it stands for. But like, just because they're just more aligned with like my political views, and I like reached out and did like the little welcome call and everything, and like, I don't know, the vibes was kind of weird, and then I thought it was just me. And so then I remember like a couple weeks later I got on Twitter and somebody was talking about it and was like, you know, DSA is getting all these new members, they got people getting elected now, but like they really need to like work on their cultural problem and a black problem. And I was like, oh, so it wasn't me. Okay, I was right. I was reading the vibes right. They were a little weird. It was like a little I'm not gonna go there, but like, yeah, it was it was a little weird, a little off-putting, and I didn't go to like any like meetings or any events that they were having, but I am going to go. I just have not gone yet, because like I said, I do want to get more involved, and especially like now that I've just moved. Dang, that reminds me, next thing I need to do is like, next time I do my hair, I need to go get a new license so that I can change my address and so that I can like vote in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? So that like when I go to talk to these like city council members, they're gonna be like, where you live at and where you vote? Down the street, bitch. So yeah, I gotta do that. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got, I think, at the moment. So I'm about to just go get my nails done. I got all these 3 broken nails. They look crazy, you hear me? So I texted her and was like, hey, I got 3 broken nails. Do you want me to go get them taken off and just get a new set when I come? Or, you know, you're going to have time to fix them. She was like, no, I'll fix them. I said, okay. So she's going to fix them. And I'm going to get a real simple design, because, like, I'll already be ready to go. But now I'm going to be really, really ready to go, because it's freaking late. It's freaking late. It's going to be dark when I come out of there. Thankfully, it's, like, in, like a busy, like, strip. And it's like a Grady emergency like right there and all of that, so like be people out and over there, so I'm not like I'm gonna be walking in the dark back to my car or nothing. But still, I don't be in these streets in the dark. I be in the bed. But yeah, so going to get my nails done, and I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I was thinking, when I was thinking about like how I wanted to film this first video, I was like, you know, I don't know, I was just thinking about all the different things that I might want to do. But then I was like, you know what? Let me not get in the habit of thinking that I have to be doing a certain thing to turn the camera on. Because, or looking a certain way, or feeling a certain way, you know, to turn the camera on. Because again, if I don't want to give off this persona that I'm always happy and joyous, then like, let me not only record when I'm happy and joyous. And so right now I'm recording and I'm exhausted. You hear me? Exhausted. So my current schedule is like, in my phone I have like my bedtime focus and my alarm set for Monday through Friday. And right now, it's gonna sound a little crazy, just hear me out. Right now it's set for go to sleep at 9:30 and my alarm goes off at 4:30. Now that's what, 7 hours of sleep. I know it's not 8 or whatever. Like I'm not trying to say that I'm not a person that needs 8, because I do believe that is true for most people. And I also read this study that said anything under 6 hours, like damaging your brain or something crazy like that. I was like, oof. So that really stuck with me, and I'm like, oh, you need to sleep. You need to sleep. And it's not like 3 hours here, 3 hours there. No, you need like 6 consecutive hours of sleep to like give your brain a chance to like do the shit it needs to do. So anyway, yeah, so I got myself scheduled for 7 hours a night. I feel like that's good. I feel like that, like, I don't feel tired when I wake up. And when I do go to bed at 9:30, I do get up at 4:30, and it's perfectly fine. So that's what I did last night. because I put my kids in bed. They go to bed at like 8:30 at the very latest, and we go to sleep. And I go to sleep with them, you know, when I can, like unless I got something I need to catch up on or finish for work. Or sometimes I might try to like get ahead of my next day if I know it's a day where like I'm gonna be at home with the kids by myself. So like I'll do some work that I know I have to do that night, and then that way the next day I don't have as much work to do. And then if something comes up during the day also, I still kind of have the flexibility and time to deal with that, you know, on the day, because I've done all the other tasks that I already knew I had to do. So yeah, so that's usually how I work. It just depends. And sometimes I might stay up and do like a house project when they go to bed or something like that, which I think I talked about in my first video. I was like setting up for my daughter's birthday party one night. But yeah, I'm about done with like house stuff, so that's not going to be an issue anymore. Work has slowed down a little bit, so that's not much of an issue anymore as far as like having to stay up to do something. If anything, it's just me wanting to get ahead with that now. So yeah, last night I went to bed at 9:30, I think, 9:30, 10, and yeah, I actually got up at 4 instead of 4:30. I was having a bad dream. Something crazy was happening. It was like me and my mom was in this apartment that like we was living in together, because we was like in pajamas and stuff, like, you know, fully ready for bed. And it was like nighttime, and we were like, I don't know, we was like in the kitchen or something or somewhere, just kind of talking and stuff. And then I just started hearing this noise. It was like like something was like scrubbing up on something. And I'm like, what is this noise? And so I kind of lean around the corner and look, and I see like this this long like black stick. Almost looks like a Swiffer, but it's like bigger and like longer, and it's like scraping on something in the apartment, but it's coming through the window, it's like a huge window, and the top half of the window was like broken off, and somebody was like sticking something through the window thing. And I looked, and then the motherfucker looked back at me and had like a white mask on, and I said, oh fuck no. And I was about to like grab my mom and tell her like, let's run into the bedroom, you know, lock the door or whatever. I woke the fuck up, because I don't play those kind of games. I'm not running in my sleep. I'm not hiding from nobody. I'm not yelling, screaming, fighting. I'm waking the fuck up. Like, no. So yeah, so I woke the fuck up at 4 a.m. Sure did. Went and checked my house real quick. and then I just started doing work, which was fine. Because like I said, I went to bed, you know, on my about regular bedtime, so it was cool. But but now I'm tired, because when you get up that early in the morning, like 7, 8 o'clock rolling around, it's time to start getting ready for bed. So I'm starting getting ready for bed. And here I am leaving my house to get my nails done, so I'm tired. But it's okay. It's really okay. And I appreciate being able to like make this video and shit, because it's waking me up, number one, and then number two is also giving me a chance to like reflect and like remind myself that like, girl, you're okay. You're okay. Things are not bad. You're fine. You're literally fine. And another thing that really has been on my mind the past couple of weeks was like something that my therapist said to me during our last session. She was like, I was telling her something about, what was I telling her? Oh my gosh, what did I tell her, lady? It was something about, I guess just about me like kind of almost getting into the moment in the mood of like being like, oh my god, there's always something. And I was telling her how I didn't want to become that way, you know, and I didn't want to, you know, look at my life negatively and always think, oh, if it's not one thing, it's another, you know. I don't want to be that type of person, but I was kind of starting to become that way, because that's how I was feeling for a while. And she was like, well, I don't remember exactly what it was I said to make her say this, but she was like, well, have you ever not been capable? And I was like, say more. And she was like, you know, like, have you ever not been capable of like dealing with something that has happened to you, or like something that's happened around you, or like something that you had to deal with? Have you ever not been capable of dealing with it? And I was like, well, now that you mention it, no. I've dealt with everything that has come my way, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm fine, and I'm here, you know, like, and I was like, oh, she's right. And so she was like, so remind yourself of that, like, when something happens, you don't have to be like, oh, it's always something, or oh, it's one thing, it's another. You could just be like, all all right, this thing happened, it's not great, cool, whatever, but like I know that I'm more than capable of dealing with it, and so like it's gonna be fine. And I was like, wow, isn't it amazing how just a few simple little tweaks in your thought process could just like really change your perspective and in effect change your life. And so I'm really working on like, you know, reminding myself of that, you know, when things happen. And like, yeah, girl, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna deal with it. Yes, it may suck, whatever, but like, you're fine. You're okay. It's gonna be okay. So, yeah, that was that. And I got 4 minutes to go. Oh my God, I've been talking for almost 20 minutes. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna get my nails done. I don't even know what I'm getting. I'm gonna want the quickest thing possible. I'll probably just get like a tip, like a little with some color, and then be done, because I don't want to be in here all day, all night, and I want her to be able to go home too. So work. Oh my God, it's work. So yeah, here's to. Whoa, get out the street. Oh my God, this man just walked straight across the street and the light was green. Anyway, here's to yeah, here's to Wednesday midweek moments. Here's to creating joy even on the weekdays and through all the BS that people have to deal with on a regular basis. Yeah, and here's to growing the channel, okay, because that's the goal. That is the goal. But ultimately the goal is to hold myself accountable and to create the life that I want to see for myself, okay? So there's that. I was reading this article about the House had passed a bill to make daylight savings time permanent, and this was like under the direction of the White House, and I was just like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's like my, you know, the longer days and this and that, but like it is 9:18 and like it's just now getting like dark for real, and it's still not like dark. You see the sky behind me, it ain't dark. That's crazy to me as somebody who go to bed early. Like my kids be like, dang, it's still, my 4-year-old be like, it's still light outside, we going to bed early. I think that's just us. I think we the only ones going to bed early. Like other people still up, and I'm like, well, yeah, that's true, but we still go to bed. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, because I like, and I also feel like we getting bright so early in the morning, and I'm just like, but I also think it's because of my schedule and like how I feel like once the sun started creeping, I feel like, ooh, my day started, and get these kids up, I gotta start this grind of working and taking care of the kids all day. So that's just my mindset. That's a me problem. I get it, but I don't know, something about, I like the fall schedule, because I feel like I got more time. I feel like my days are slowed down. I feel like when it gets dark outside and you think, dang, it's 9-10 o'clock, and it be like 7:58. I love that. I love that. Yeah, I don't know, but whatever. I don't know. But I was reading that they said it was probably gonna be like an uphill battle in the Senate, and it's not likely to pass. So like that would be great. I would have supported that not passing. I honestly really don't fucking care. I just find there's so much other shit going on. Why the fuck do y'all worry about some goddamn daylight saving time? Like, that shit is wild to me. The shit that they choose to like, spend time and energy on. Like, nigga, get your fucking priorities together. But you know they don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves, so I don't expect them to actually get their shit together. Anyway, I'm going home. This was fun. I'm gonna probably like slide in my house. It's gonna be a little dark. My mom wants me to FaceTime her to help her do something real quick, and then I'm going to bed. Get up in the morning and take my daughter to the dentist. I know she's gonna cry. She about to get into the pool. She'll be alright. She will be alright. And I just pray everything goes well and that we can get it done and be done with it, because we've already been to the dentist more than one time for this issue. And so I'm like, let's get it taken care of, please. Let's wrap this shit up. And and it's giving me anxiety. And now the day is here, and so I'm ready to just get it over with. I know she is too. So, you know, I'm just hoping everything goes well at the dentist. And yeah, happy midweek moment. See you next time.